Moaning. I just thought I'd come on because I wasn't going to come on. I was going to come on last night, but I'm coming on tomorrow. Oh, hang on a minute. What's going on? Oh, hang on a minute. Hi, Effie. I was going to come on last night, but I didn't. I'm going to save it for tomorrow because I was just tired again. I get like this near Christmas time. It's like hibernation or something. So, morning, Miss Chime. Thought I'd drink out of this cup today. It'll probably trigger some, but I did get it from New York. Whoop whoop. Just been watching The American Prophet. Oh, we want to go and check that one out because it's We Will Never Forget. Who's that in the background? Just saying. I've just come on to talk about the beautiful skies this morning. Now, I was in my bathroom getting ready, and all of a sudden, yes, I've seen a sunset before, and yes, I saw it pink in the morning, light pink, and then I just saw this colour come through the window, and I was like, oh my God. So I ran downstairs. Hi from Long Island. Hi, everyone. I ran downstairs and filmed it, so obviously, if you've seen the film, and I was just like, oh my God. Oh my God, I was thinking about all these healing colours, especially pink. Pink's been in my head for a bit. I got the number 7 just appear when I closed my eyes yesterday. I think I was meditating a little bit, don't know. It was a number 7 and it was bright electric blue. When I think of 7, I think of heaven. So the heavens. Hang on a minute. Someone put, oh, I think it's geoengineering. I was like, no, think again. That's what I see in my perception anyway. High five flames, but that sky was just amazing. Even Fifth World has got the same colours up. And if you didn't see it, that's what it looked like this morning. It was like, wow. Sorry, that's just, why is that just doing that? Like it's not picking up on camera, the orange and the purples, and I was like, wow. And I'm thinking, did any of you see this? Went in the bathroom again. It was just shining through my window. My dad, Waxman, said he was in his kitchen. He just saw this colour bouncing off the garage, because I think the garage is white, and he was like, "Where's that light coming from?" And it was the same colour. And I was like, "Oh my God, it was so beautiful." To me, a lot of us, if you're on the Q thing, it might be a bit of 5 by 5 today. If you look at some Q posts from ages ago, lots going down today. And I tell you what has popped out today, because don't forget it's worldwide, people. You know what's going on with the older island person starting with E? You know who I'm talking about, and the royal family. Well, not that this is big news to any of us that are on that stuff. Breaking news: Norwegian royal family implicated in the, his name beginning with E scandal. Ooh. Because they're all involved in it. So, yeah, things are happening around the plane of our existence, It's all good. I mean, there's chaos, obviously. There has to be chaos. And there's a video I'm going to play tomorrow when I come on, and because I can't think who it was off the top of my head, going on about, was it? Oh, telling a lie, it might have been on Netflix. I was watching Myths and Legends. You want to go and check? No, Myths and Monsters. You want to go and check that out from 2017. That was really good, talking about the Romans. We all know the Romans weren't good. We all know it was the Romans that were taking over. If you think that's a load of codswallop, you need to get into history and realise a lot of stuff you've been told is a lie. That was really interesting, saying about why we have chaos, why we have pain, why we have these horrible things that happen, because like I've said before and said again, it's that takes you to the light. This was a picture that I drew. I'll be showing again tomorrow in a meditation yesterday, because that's what I imagined me walking down the street with wings out, just every time I flapped them, imagination, sending out a lot of pink light. And I thought pink light the other day when I said I was on the bus, and then someone was saying, it could have been Prime Disclosure on someone's channel, think of the pink light as in it's not hindering on someone's free will, it's just healing, it's just like a natural sort of giving that healing energy out. It's not, you know, because people have got to go on the hero's journey themselves, and that's what I will be talking about, because that is the never-ending story. That is Star Wars. At the beginning of the the little film on Netflix called Myths and Monsters, it says at the beginning, George Lucas, the creator of Star Wars, where did he get his ideas? Oh, and that's why I put beautiful sky. What is Luke Skywalker? Why did they name him Skywalker? Ether. Do you know anyone on the lines of what I'm thinking? Skywalker. Have we got Skywalkers? Going to see Star Wars, the new one that's out this month. Going to see that with my dad and my brother. Oh yeah, we've got Rey in there. Why is she called Rey? Jedi, Skywalker, Rey. Ray of light, rainbow rays, angel rays, 7 rays. Just wondering. Hello, Chris. Hello, Miss Chime. Hello, Effie. Hi, F5 Flames. Not seen you for ages. Hi, Kath. Who else is in? Anyone else who comes in? What's been going on? Wish I could catch you more often, Dolly. It's always nice. Oh, thank you. But you know, it's just crazy, crazy times, but it's amazing as well. Han Solo, what does that mean? Hands low, what? What does hands low mean? You need to elaborate on. I have not got a clue what you're talking about. So yeah, and the hero's journey is what you're all on when you decide to go on it. Do you decide to speak out in the truth, or do you decide to go against people like a lot of people do on this community on YouTube, where people just want to hate and do all that sort of stuff because they're in fear and they don't know what's going on. And yeah, it's not about that, is it? It's not about hating. You know, and they had this, I drew it out, they had this thing at the beginning of the hero's journey, the ordinary world and the special world, and the 12 looks like a clock, but around the clock it goes. Status quo is 0 point. Han Solo off Star Wars. What do you mean, Han Solo? Oh, Han Solo. I thought you meant my hands are so low. That's why I'll say elaborate. I was like, what are you talking about? Yeah, Han Solo. Han Solo. What did Han Solo go in when he got stuck in that sort of, was it carbon? So the status quo, 0 point. Then we go to 1, the call to adventure. I'm going to be talking about this tomorrow. 2, supernatural aid. Well, we have got supernatural aid because we've seen it on my channel. If you haven't seen the orbs, supernatural, some would call it. 3, crossing the threshold. 4, road of trials. Have you been on a trial? I've been on a trial. I've been ridiculed. I get ridiculed off my friend. When you go on these things, you get ridiculed. You get slammed. I've been slammed on here for saying certain things, and my faith, the faith that I have in certain things that are going on. You all get it. Doesn't put me off though. Didn't put me off my quest. The question. The quest I on. 5, the approach. 6, the ordeal. You do go through an ordeal. We've all been through ordeals. 7. Remember I said I had a. Just the number 7 came in my head yesterday. I think I've written it down somewhere in a meditation. It was just a blue number 7. There it is. There. 7. 7. I see as heaven. 7 is the reward for what you're doing. 8 is the magic flight. 9 is the return. Divine. 9, return. 10 is the resurrection, and 11 is the solution. And if you watch that on Netflix, it shows you, because they do it in analogy of Star Wars, where they come home and it's a new way. It's not that order, New World Order, that was trying to take over, you know, with the dark side, a new way. But you have to go on that Hero with 1,000 Faces, it was called, the book, because there's been many heroes in the past of 1,000 faces. They're all in different cultures, so it's not when people go, oh, my culture's the best one, and this was this god, this. No, It's been a quest for every culture, no matter what skin colour you've got, what religion in. It's the same thing. It's a hero's journey, like I said. Star Wars, never ending story. All the stories are a hero's journey. It depends if you're going to go on it, or what side I have said before that you're going to stand with. Are you going to know the knowledge and know about the knowing? Some people call it the occult, which is just the hidden stuff. And what are you going to use it for? Are you going to use it for bad? Let's say, you know, in the dualistic down in 3D, which we're coming out of dualism, because it is all about love, as hippy dippy as that sounds, but it's true. Or are you going to stand in the light? You know, it's up to you. Free will, choose which side you want to choose, but what are you going to use your intentions for? By the way, I just want to read something out, and I will be going over this yesterday. A lot of us know, some of you might not, Trump has been knighted at the round table, not the Queen's round table, because we all know what that is, the one in Cornwall. This also got put out, and I'm going to read it out. It's hard to read, but I'm going to read it out because, listen, we're talking about spiritual warfare here. A lot of us know this. Some people are still asleep to it, but, you know, so on and so on. This is the sword, special Donald J. Trump Excalibur, right? Sword sent from Camelot Castle in the UK. It's there, right? I'm going to read you the letter. Spiritual war, remember. Let me see if I can read this out. It's very tiny. I think it was August 16, this. Dear Sir, it is our greatest pleasure to send to you the Donald J. Trump Excalibur sword for Camelot Castle in England. If you know what all that really stands for, until they got in and tried to twist it. The job and understanding and the challenge that you have set yourself and have risen to, what I just said before, on behalf of the whole world, is without question the most noble and glorious work that has ever been undertaken by any man in recent decades. And that's a fact. It takes courage in the most extreme sense of the word and a deep spiritual well of wisdom to deliver the blows to the, I think it says, entrenched evil of the elite-owned mainstream media and political establishment that you have and are delivering. Boom. You have both that courage and the wisdom, and it is our hope that this sword, forged as it is from the finest steel, man of steel, Trump, steel, finest steel will bring you glory and good fortune in both your finest hours and in your most magnificent challenges. In history, Excalibur has become a symbol of the human, listen to this, conscience. Conscience, not as in the con, but the conscience is, when we talk about science and the mystical, the spiritual, they need to merge together and stop pretending they don't know about certain stuff, or even if they don't, it doesn't really matter. The word conscience has an interesting root, listen to this, or deliberation, I think that said, it's so tiny to read. Con means with. So we're not thinking of, oh, it's a con, where some people will get triggered. With. And science means knowing, with knowing. It's a knowing, like I've said before, it's just a knowing. 11 up there, and 3. Trinity. Knowing. In the fullest sense of the meaning. So, conscience means literally with knowing. In essence, one's conscience is the deepest well of knowing that one drew upon as a spiritual being. Boom. Anyone get what I'm saying? I was like, love it, love it, love it. I was like, ace. And the sword cuts through, the sword is truth and it cuts through the bullshit. That's all I'm saying. They're trying to get Trump, but he's being lifted. It's like you said, he's not protected, he's insulated. They've tried all the time, they've got all the stuff. It's like, whoop, 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 whoop. So if anyone's on the same lines as I am, some people will get triggered by that. Some people are like, what the hell is she talking about? Not really bothered, you know. Get on a higher frequency and you might understand what's going on. It is a spiritual warfare. He does know about certain stuff. One is a businessman, and America is a business, you know. That's why it has a president, because that's what a business is. If I lost languages like numbers and things like that as well, geometry, all that, he knows about numbers. So they needed him in because he knows how to read numbers. And also the biggest thing that some people don't know, I'm not saying you lot on here, is his grandfather knew Nikola Tesla. Some people get triggered and go, yeah, the FBI said that he did this and he did that. No, the FBI went in and stole, when Nikola Tesla died, they raided his house. Give some of the work to Donald Trump's uncle, John G. Trump, and said, is there anything there we can use? Because, there's bad people in the FBI, not everybody. And some of them went missing. Yeah, he saved some, wouldn't you? If you thought, if this gets in the hands of them, even though some stuff did, they're going to use it for evil, which they did. So do you not think Trump knows? He sat with his uncle a lot, and his uncle used to tell him about Tesla, the keys to the universe, 369, energy, vibration and frequency. Yeah, I think he knows about free energy. He shouts it out all the time. But you're not going to see it properly on the mainstream. You really have to listen to Trump, what he's saying, not what mainstream media is saying he's saying. No. Just like he said something about London Bridge the other day, and he went, terrorists act. Is it all a bit of an act, like it is with some of the shootings? Anyone thinking on the same lines? Yeah, whoop, high vibe it, exactly. So, yeah, it's just getting good. And 5 today, it's fun, things are happening. Not that the mainstream media like to tell you that, but yeah, the real Excalibur's sword, the real King Arthur. A lot of people still think we're not going to be out of the EU because a lot of stuff going down. Oh, I believe we will be. I don't care what Boris says or anyone else says. They only have to drop a few things and it's boom. We've not hit Christmas yet. Just have a drink of coffee. Coffee-fee. Make the world great again. So, yeah, watch The American Prophet. Got JFK Jr. up on that one. We'll never forget. I can see things going on. I'm just like, yeah. By the way, if you look through, when it's really sunny and you sort of do this and your eyes open a little bit and you look at your eyelashes, you will see crystal light. You will see crystal light. I will be going over this tomorrow. Meditation the other day, I got this. I got a face in a flower and I've just put blooming love, feminine. It was in the cosmos. It was like a flower with a woman's face in it. And Miss Chime, you said something about the sky looking like chakras in the video. That's the cartoon that I'm watching on Netflix, The Last Airbender. There we go again. Air, ether, sky, walker. What's a skywalker? We've got a bit of the force going on. Hi from Chicago, Eric. I don't know if you saw me the other day with all the orbs coming when I was just stood there doing that. So we know something's going on in the ether. We know these things are coming in. I did see the sky today as a healing colour, chakra colour. It was beautiful. I was just like, oh, wow. But yeah. And I've still got a thing about trees as well. I just keep seeing trees in meditation. Just green, green, green. I see that as a bit of Mother Earth healing. Everything heals when we heal. Everything else heals. We heal. The earth heals. The galactic cosmos heals. Everything heals. So I've just been putting together Rachel Pixie's earthy colour bracelets. I've still got JP's to do and I'm just finishing Dave's. It will be finished this week. But I've got to show you the picture after because in case you like or not like the colours. But there's gemstones on here. Butterfly, that's a rose quartz. But she wanted some earthly ones. So earthy colours sort of thing. So I've got them. There's lots that I'm thinking about and doing and pumping out to everywhere. What's it called? Yeah, I think it's called The Last Airbender on Netflix. It's a cartoon, but it's that blue colour again. It's about this little monk guy that goes on a quest. But it's just the whole thing with Airbender. We've had The Last Airbenders, the films. This one's a cartoon. There's a Dragon Prince that's got a lot in it. All the films and cartoons. See, some people get triggered by... someone I was watching the other day, don't know who it was, they were getting very triggered by The Dark Crystal, already done a rundown on it. They got very triggered on Dion, the film that I talked about. And they were going, oh yeah, it's all like adrenochrome and all that, yeah, and the last day. And it's like, yeah, it's got that in it, but you're missing the point of the spiritual beings at the end that merge when they come back together, dropping their ego and all that. And Dion is about the powers, Yeah, of the dark side and the light side, but you're forgetting who we really are. We are those powerful beings. They can't take that away from us. So some people have a perception of seeing all the bad in it, which yes, there was, but it's not about that. You have to see the bad to see the good. They were missing the point with certain stuff in the films. Dion is a good film, as in, yeah, it's got bad in it. It shows you there's bad lurking all the way around. You've got to learn to transmute that or not go down that path. That's up to you with your own free will. What you're using your intentions for, to help others or to do everything for yourself and just be evil in that sense. The Dark Crystal, yes, we know about the podlings, we know about the taking the essence, we know that's what's been going on with certain stuff here. But beyond that, we can't help that, but we can help towards the future in the now, which does help the future. But in the now is when the skeptics that were the skeptics, and the mystics, which are like, you know, the ones that know about stuff, they were fearing it. The skeptics were fearing of the unknown of the mystics. When they came together, they turned into light beings, because that's what we were. We got separated. They tried to separate us from source, but we're not separated from source. We never were. We just got distracted. So they were missing the point on that. Totally missing the point on that. And that, if you're just pumping that out and only seeing that, that means all the people that are watching you, you're just going on about the dark side of the essence, the adrenochrome that we all know about, that some people don't know about, that are going to find out and not like it. But if you're just pumping that out, you're going to put people in fear, and they're just going to stay in that state of mind with that when it's beyond that, and you've got to look beyond it, because it's not, staying in there is not going to help. It's about the now. There's bad everywhere, but there's good too. That's what we are here. That is what we're here to do, Effie. There is good. They always pump out there's bad, but there's not. I believe there's more good people than there is bad. But they don't portray that on mainstream and all that, because they want people feeding into fear, because entities and energy, what you put out, what you fear, comes into fruition, comes into manifest. So the more you fear, the more this energy entities go about. A really good channel to watch as well, which I have said before, is a really good channel that's just short videos, tells you about entities, energies. If you're still not understanding it, is, I can't remember what he's called. It's the guy called who's Hans Wellen or something. There he is. Hans Wellem. Hans, H-A-N-S, and then W-I-L-H-E-L-M. He's got the light ether. Actually, I'll show you. The light ether. He talks about entities when you're drinking alcohol and all sorts.
In this video, I will speak about the stuff we are made of and our true home from where we all once came. The problem is that the true eternal life is 7-dimensional, which makes it a little bit difficult for us humans to
7-dimensional, and I keep getting the number 7. Just listen to it a little bit before I go.
Understand. But luckily, the spiritual world has given us enough information so that we at least can get a glimpse of it all, from where we came and who we are. And in this video, I will speak about the light ether. What is the light ether? And why is it so important to know about it?
Light ether.
Light ether is the highest, inexhaustible, primordial source of eternity, in which the kingdom of God, our original home, with all the pure life forms and all divine beings are embedded. It consists of the 7 basic powers of heaven, which are order, will, wisdom, earnestness, patience, love, and mercy. I will speak about the structure of the spiritual atoms in a separate video. So the kingdom of God is ethereal light ether that has taken on form. It patterns light into form, which is the pure heavens with its 7 heavenly realms. At the center we have the primordial central sun, surrounded by the 7 prismatic suns. It is the creator God, the Father Mother God, the paramount intelligence, who created these pure
Father Mother God
forms out of his quantum field of unlimited possibilities. All the divine realms, cosmoses, the ethereal suns and planets, all minerals, plants, animals, nature spirits, and pure spirit beings are nothing but compressed light ether, and everything is self-luminous. And here, in the kingdom of God, in this ocean of light, all these heavenly creations live in absolute harmony, peace, and balance, and in the great all unity of the Creator Spirit. and everything, but absolutely everything is in the all communication with everything else and with the omnipresent Creator God, which means that God is continuously communicating with all of His creation and everything else is also communicating with each other. The minerals, the plants, the animals, the nature spirits, and the perfect radiant divine spirit beings which we were once too. And the carrier substance of
Yeah. Awareness of that's what is evil is important, and getting to know who you are being, who you are every little helps to raise vibrations and reach frequency, though the light becomes the norm. Yeah, because the light is the norm, yeah.
all communication is also this light ether. Now let's think for a moment, why is it so easy and natural for a divine spirit being to communicate with everybody and everything else? As we have seen in my video all about animals, the evolution in the spiritual world goes from the ethereal mineral kingdom to the ethereal plant kingdom, then to the ethereal animal kingdom and the ethereal nature spirit kingdom, to eventually the divine spirit beings, also called the sons and daughters of God, or angels. This means that these divine spirit beings have the essence of all the other kingdoms in themselves, because they have gone through these development stages. And this essence makes linking or connecting so effortlessly possible with any other life form in the cosmos. It is part of the like attract like law. In other words, you and I are also carrying the essence of all the minerals, plants and animals in us too, because our evolution also took us through these kingdoms. As I said, all these creations are also embedded in that flowing light ether and are in constant communication with each other and most importantly with God. It is an eternal sending and receiving. It is the all-communicating network of the All-One of God. That's why we can call this whole stream of light ether also consciousness, because everything is consciousness. It doesn't have consciousness, it is consciousness. We could also say everything is intelligence. Everything is continuously sending and receiving, and the language of the Creator Spirit is love. Love is also the highest pulsating energy in the spiritual atoms of the light ether. Without it, there is no life and spiritual formation. That's why we can call it also the life force, the breath of life. All these divine life forms.
The breath of life. That's why yesterday I was stood there. The lighting's not brilliant at the minute. With it all coming out, when I'm trying to do breath work, that's why I've been trying to make singing noises. I've been breathing in very deeply, because you're supposed to breathe in deeply to breathe in the light sources into yourself. Because that's what we forget to do, is breathe deeply into your heart and bring all them forces in. This is why I say Star Wars is so much more than people think it is. They think it's to do with like actual, it's so much more.
Condensed light ether are not just embedded in the light ether, but also nourished by it. Naturally, their ethereal spirit body does not have organs as we humans have. That came much, much later through the fall of the angels, when a number of divine spirit beings separated themselves through sensing, thinking, and acting against the stream of love. They could no longer remain in the all unity of life. Over unimaginable periods of time, they fell further and further away into the 7 fall spheres that surround.
Yeah, Eric, exactly. We are connected just as everything else is, down to the most minuscule of physical, spiritual, and ethereal of particles. Exactly. And everything is particles. We're particles of light. So when you look at orbs, and people will say, oh, they come in only on camera. No, I see them off camera. They're very tiny. People will say dust. Yeah, there's dust mixed up with it because it's energy moving about. It moves the dust particles. But when you will see glittering orbs. They come up more on the light on your camera because it's the light, and everything's made up of particles. We're all made up of particles, particle light. We can't super chat. No, I haven't got super chat on here, but you can I don't know if Dave can put it in. You can actually, I can put it up after. You can actually do PayPal if you want through my email address, PayPal. But I know, no, I don't. I probably should, because people see money as a really bad thing, and it's not. Yeah, I used to think that ages ago. It's an energy exchange. You know, when people are doing stuff on YouTube and they're putting a lot of effort into what they come on, it's an energy exchange. A lot of people in the YouTube communities get very triggered with people, you know, doing stuff, and it's an energy exchange, and that's what it is. It's fun, yes, energy. Yes, thank you, good servant, it is. But some people out there who are in fear, who don't understand or understand what's going on, see it as a bad thing. Well, it's not. We're still using money. I think people think we're going, I don't know, we're not, well, we are, and it's an energy it's an energy exchange. And that's, I will just put that out right there right now. I don't ask a lot, but if anyone wants to pay by PayPal, and Effie's put it in chat for me, thank you very much, that's my PayPal. I haven't put nobody's arm up the back. It's up to whoever wants to put in a donation, a coffee donation, I say, or whatever it is. It's an energy exchange. People feel like they want to do something. Abundance includes currency, energy exchange. Yes, it does lift the lid higher. It does, exactly. But people who do not understand what's going on and feed into fear and feed into all these other channels who are hating on other channels because they might have asked for help with this, that, and the other. It's not. It's an energy exchange. If you're resonating with somebody. And for people who don't know, people like me who's not a big YouTube channel, but there's bigger YouTube channels out there, whatever, when you're coming on a lot, this is why I've been a bit quiet, because I'm tired. People know who's been watching me for a bit, especially with the Q stuff when I was bang on it, I'm still on it, I'm just watching what's going on, you know, triggered or not, is it takes a lot out of you. And to stand up in the truth of what you believe is the truth, it's very hard, especially when you've had people off the so-called truthing community that are trying to do hit pieces on people. I've had it done to me. It's pathetic. It's very childish. But the thing is, why are they hating on people so much? Why? You know, people who are trying to help others. I know I help others because I feel you help me as much as I help you. I feel the energy in chat. It's an energy. We are all energy. And this is how we exchange here on this realm, is through currency. Not the currency as in what they were doing and how they use it on the dark side, let's say. They're just greedy. Do you know what I mean? You know, I have kids to look after. I have stuff to do. I'm trying to do stuff in my life, but I love coming on talking to people to try and bring them up in a higher positive vibe and to help see what sort of I see what's going on, which I know a lot of you resonate with, because a lot of you are actually researching yourself, and that's what it's all about. Question everything and research yourself. Question the quest on. You're all on a quest. You're all on a hero's journey. That's what it's about. You will get the crap off people, off friends, off family. If you've got a YouTube channel, you will get the trolls. You will get the crap off people trying to bring your light down. Nobody's brought my light down because I still stayed on. I didn't go, oh, you've hurt my feelings by saying something, therefore I'm going off YouTube because I can't cope with this. I was just like, do you know what? You pushed me further. And if you watch the film King Arthur on Netflix, the new one, it's not all bad. And what he says at the end about why did you become the person you came? It's the trolls and the bad side that make people come out in the light. That's why the bad, the evil, the dark is needed. If anyone gets what I'm saying, it pushes you forward. As I've said before, Trump is bringing out, unearthing the bad side of mainstream media, what they're doing, what they're hiding. You have to see all that, and you have to go through the emotions of it. Emotions, emotion, in energy, emotion, to come to realise we don't want all this crap in the world. We don't want this going on with the kids. We don't want all this fighting. There should be peace on this realm. We've been fighting for thousands of years because they tried to distract us and divide and conquer. Well, we've had enough. Now it's time to stand up in the truth. As long as it's coming from a loving place, which mine always has done. So, no. Great things are coming. You're going to get a bit of shit. You're going to get a bit of chaos. That's what's happening around the world right now. And all the people who are not understanding are the ones going out shouting and screaming and trying to be violent about it, instead of calming down and look at the situation properly and thinking, right, because that's what they want you to do. They want you to have civil war. They want you to have a civil war. This is another reason why the Q team came out. It's to get you to realise you go through them rabbit holes and you come back up. You're angry at first. Do you take the red pill or the blue pill? You're angry at first, then you calm down. But all the other ones who are shouting and screaming, thinking they know about the gov and all this, there's many things beyond that that people don't even know about. It's a spiritual warfare. And you've got to learn to realise there's a lot going on. And even some people that you think were bad are not all bad. They got themselves in the situations without knowing. Some of them, not all of them, some of them did know. They're greedy, they don't care. The reptilian, if you want to say, as in they've got no empathy for nobody apart from themselves. They're not in love. And also, people were blackmailed and stuff, as we know. Some people killed. That's what's gone on in time. That's what's gone on with celebrities and stuff like that. They will be. You will start seeing them in 2020 vision. Start speaking out about stuff. But when people realise you are a co-creator and you co-create your reality with everyone else's reality, why would you want to hate other people? You're creating the crap in the world by thinking that crap out there. By hating on others, you're creating hate. So all you lot out there, I'll give you a message right now, all you YouTubers that go around slagging people off and this, that and the other, 17 in the house, thank you, I'm 5. It's a 5th today, 5 for 5. What are you creating? Who are you? Why are you hating? It's like there's someone who always puts a thumbs down on my channel and it really makes me laugh because I actually do believe it's the same sorry person that just doesn't understand their self. You know, you've got someone trying to, no matter what I'm talking about, trying to be positive, and you've got someone putting a thumbs down. I find it so funny because I do believe it's the same person. That's my thoughts on that. Amazing plays, last video was brilliant. Information about in order to sow a seed, the earth needs to be disrupted. Once settled, magic happens. Exactly, Miss Chime. On it, yeah. And that's what I've been shouting out for ages. To have a new way, the old world needs to crumble. So the upearthing, some people may call it crap and all this. Hi, Dr. Song. And just like you were saying, Dr. Song, the other day, you're going to have a lot of unease in yourself of family, things going on, upset, all this sort of stuff that's going on that you feel like you don't know where you are, you don't know where you're going, but just have faith that things are coming and it will work out in the end. It will work out. This is sort of like how it's supposed to work out, the divine plan. Just trust it and just don't give in. Don't give in. Just keep heading towards the light and you'll be fine. If you'd like to give a coffee donation to Dolly's, please donate using PayPal, and there it is in chat by Effie. Thank you very much. So, you know, I mean, that sky this morning was a message for me. I was just like, wow, healing energy going out everywhere. That's why the other day, hi Paul, I imagined myself walking back from school, and I don't know why, and then it was said on Prime Disclosure, be like an angel, earth angel, and I thought, I was just thinking this before I even heard him. I imagined myself walking down the street and imagined these big ethereal wings coming out. Imagination doesn't mean they're not there because you can't see them. And every time I imagined they went like they flapped a load of pink love hearts and pink, I could put pink on their healing light out, because that's supposed to be non-intrusive, not against anyone's will, that you're telling them they must do that. Like, you can't wait people up, you've got to let them go on the journey themselves. So I just imagined all this pink light going out to the people in my area, spreading out and out and out, you know, so it goes all around our realm and everywhere, just pink loving light. And I saw that this morning and I was like, wow, I can see them. So yeah, little earth angels that we all are. You know, when you're all coming from love, you're a little earth angel, that's all I'm saying. Do you remember that song? I was thinking that, earth angel, earth angel. And I keep getting songs in my head, so what was was it Earth Angel? The song? See, I should be working now, but I'm just like, So yeah, check out Hans Wilhelm, I think it is, because that was the light ether stuff we're made of. Well, we are made of light. Everything is light. It's just very dense down here, so it seems really matter-of-fact, malleable, if you get what I'm saying. We don't need to know how everything works properly, because that's what people in factual things are like, the matter-of-fact, and what is this, and where's the evidence? It's like, just get a grip, you know. Who cares? It's just a wonderful thing. Is it Earth Angel? Or am I... Earth Angel. Earth Angel lyrics. I don't know. Hi Alison, let me see. I've got the lyrics up. I don't know. So if I get songs in my head. Earth Angel. Earth Angel. Is that off a film? Well, Back to the Future or something? I don't know. Earth Angel, you will be mine, my darling dear, love you all the time. I'm just a fool, I feel in love with you, Earth Angel, the one I adore. Is it that one? I fell for you and I knew the video. Mind you, I just got the thing Earth Angel in my head, and there was another song as well. But you need to go and watch American Prophet, the new one with JFK Jr. JFK, we will never forget, my God. I'm just like, oh. Just like a naturally occurring forest fire, the universe makes ways of what is necessary at the... Yeah, because there's a lot of stuff where people are going, oh, it's this, it's that. There's some stuff going on with Mother Earth that's just a natural thing. It doesn't seem right, so they're trying to report it's something else, when some of it is actual. We know some of it's not, but we know some of it's man-made by that side. And we know some of it is natural, because Gaia, Mother Earth, that's what my tattoo is she's up earthing all the stuff for a new Earth. I mean, if we need a new Earth, we need to get rid of a few bits and bobs, you know? You've said that before, that you love the way I say bird. Oh. Are you American? Bird? I don't know. Bird. So, yeah, there's a new way coming in. Thanks, Effie. He's put it up in there. Hans Whallam, I can't say it. He's got a great channel. He tells you about alcohol. Why is alcohol called spirits? You get spirits attached to you. You end up being, like, if you get too drunk, being someone you're not. You know, there's people who've been really bad, aggressive people, because you're getting an energy stuck on you. That's hence why it's called spirit. Are you a fan of artist Alex Gray? I don't know. Let me have a look. Sometimes I don't know who people's names are. I'm a fan of my own art. Alex Gray. Which some people might go, you what? Well, you've got to be, haven't you? Let me have a look. Oh, yes, I have seen his that. Yeah. Yeah. I've seen this one before. Funnily enough, where is it? Like this. Call the eyes, consciousness. A bit like my not that it's got all the eyes on it, but my bag, I've put a little bit of colour on it. Little tiny bit. I just put a little bit of blue. But yeah, I've got to do some of my paintings. I just love doing my black and white drawings, so I might just have to print them out, because my doodle last night, because I doodle at night, was this. And that was just a quick doodle. I think I showed that the other day. My other one was that one. Pisces. It's always women, because obviously seeing it as the divine feminine. The JFK Jr. The JFK one, that turned into a young face, so it could be his son. But yes, which I like to share, and I'll be sharing tomorrow. So like I said, tomorrow will be a chat again, a bit on this again, Never Ending Story. Some bits that I watched on Myths and Monsters on Netflix, which just made me laugh. All those pesky Romans. Because at the end of the day, all roads lead to Rome, Vatican. Yeah. Not good. You know, big snake head up there, big monstrosity in that place of worship. Ugh, that is not... It's not Jesus Christ, folks, is it? If anyone knows what I'm talking about, that monstrosity of a statue in that place is absolutely demonic. It's awful. You won't go into a place and go, oh God, yeah, that's beautiful. You'd just be like, what is that? Andy Goldberg is a big favourite fan as well. The ones that I'm favouring is, I can't even remember, the guy who did The Kiss. I have got the book somewhere, but Art Nouvelle I like. Is it Art Nouveau? Because it was more feminine as the And that's why they did the women with the circles and the men with the squares, because like structure, it were more flowing. But I think they do this film in IKEA, they film picture in IKEA. I really need to get it, the kiss. I love the kiss. And you know, that's about like, he's got his hands around very gentle, very loving, because today people are just arguing with the partners. I see this a lot, you know, there's a lot of men out there, I'm not saying men in chat, a lot of men out there think women are here to serve them and they don't have to pull a finger out or do anything. Well, you're wrong. You're supposed to serve each other. It's a balance, it's a marriage, it's do you know what I'm saying? That's just wrong. Where did you come out of? You came out of a woman. You should be idolising, worshipping your woman, and the same goes vice versa, king and queen of your castle. So people, you know. But yeah, there's books on this, and I'll have to find them because they are my favourite sort of the really, from the Art Nouveau, before it went to Art Deco. Don't like the Art Deco, I like the Art Nouveau. It's more curvy, more rounded, not sharp, because it was more feminine. And a lot of the artists then said they got it from somewhere else. They got it from like a spiritual place. And that's when they came in and tried to shut it down because they didn't want all the stuff coming from spiritual, which is what we are. We're human beings having we're spiritual beings having a human experience, but we're spiritual. We always were. And then you've got like the hippy dippy days, which I think Infinite Waters said yesterday, brilliant channel. He's a Pisces like me. Said that time's going to come back for a new world is the hippy dippy days. You might think hippy dippy. The hippies were on the right love. I'm not talking about the new age that I've tried to come in to say other things that really isn't it, because there's all that going on as well. They got in everywhere that was good. That's why they tried to stop the thing with the whole love thing and John Lennon, you know, all you need is love, because it is all about love, as hippie as that sounds. So, you know, I'm a little bit up on it first much. I'm not that much up on it. I just know little bits about it, and I know because I sort of I was probably in that area. That was probably one of my past lives. Is the Art Nouveau, that would have been me, not the Art Deco. My mum loves the Art Deco, but then again, my mum's very controlling in a sense, so that would make sense. Where I like the flow, and I will show you some books when I can find them, and that's like a bit like my art as well. So I would have been, maybe I was an artist from that time, yeah, maybe. So, you know, but just wanted to say, I hope you're doing well. I will be on tomorrow at 9. I just left it yesterday because I get a bit like this near Christmas time. It's a bit like I want to hibernate for a bit. Like I said, it is tiring. There's lots going on. Lots going on. Forget Christmas. I'm like, I can't wait for 2020. I can't wait for 2020. 7 and 17. 17 in and 7 lights. So I'm going heavens in and you know who's in. So I shall see you tomorrow at the divine time of 9, and I'll see you later. Bye.